Hello everyone, if you are watching one of my videos for the very first time, my name is Adrienne and I am a former public school teacher turned homeschool mom, and I love to share different tips and things that I've learned along the way. So this video is going to be kind of a general overview of things that I do during the holidays while I'm homeschooling, and then next week's video is going to get into each month specifically and share some ideas. So during the holidays, I think it's really important that instead of getting stressed out, that we embrace that time that we have to spend with our kids and families, and just embrace that time instead of like dreading it or trying to cram so much into such a short period of time. So you can do your own thing with homeschooling, you can continue what you're doing, or you can embrace the holidays and make some changes. It's totally up to you as the homeschool parent, right? So you can take time off, totally fine to take a huge break if that's your style. Maybe you want to take some mini breaks along the way. Just make sure that you budget in time for rest. I feel like the holidays can be super stressful, and even with kids, that there's just so much going on that like scheduling that time for rest in your calendar is super important. During the holidays, I like to shorten my lessons so that I leave time for those fun activities. Sometimes we will only school on like 3 days and then leave the other 2 days for fun activities or exploring or learning in different ways. Like during Thanksgiving, maybe you want to try some different recipes and you're doing math in the kitchen. There are lots of opportunities for change and for just teaching your kids life, right, while they are homeschooling. So make sure that you are giving yourself grace. Again, the things are going to come up. Holidays are a stressful time. Just prepare yourself for that coming. I also like to learn about the history of the holiday, and there are tons and tons of ideas for free that you can find doing like different writing activities, making crafts, doing like other activities related to the holiday. But I really think it's important to learn the history of the holiday and why we celebrate it. And some holidays, the history is a little confusing. Some holidays, when you really get into the history, you might not realize or you might not understand why we even celebrate. So it's fun to explore that with your kids and help them along on that journey. We like to make fun things. I'll just give a couple examples. Again, next week's video is going to cover in greater detail. We like to write what we're thankful for on a pumpkin with like a Sharpie marker, so that gratitude piece for, especially for Thanksgiving, I feel like it's ever present then. It's just there and it's ready and it's visible and it's a great reminder. And then when Christmas time rolls around, we like to bake a birthday cake for baby Jesus, just so we don't forget that that's really the ultimate birthday that we're celebrating while we're exchanging gifts. Just a couple fun things. And again, next week's video is going to get into lots of fun things. I like to find free and cheap resources to use while I'm homeschooling, because I don't like to pay for things if I don't have to. And Teachers Pay Teachers is a site I use a lot. There's a filter that you can use to sort it just for free stuff, and there's a ton of free stuff on there. You just create an account, which is free, and then you can search by what you're looking for. You can filter it by grade, by subject, by cost. It's just a great place to start if you're looking for different ideas. And they usually have, especially if you have younger kids, they have lots of cutesy little things for holidays. If you'd like my resource that I made for free and cheap resources, why don't you just put resource in the comments and I can send that information to you. Again, that's free and cheap resources, a great thing for any homeschooling parent to have. Another fun idea, I haven't tried yet, but I think I might this coming season, is doing like a book report or a movie report. Or I thought it might even be neat to read a book together and then watch the movie, and then you can kind of compare and contrast the differences and the similarities. But if you're already adjusting your schedule, you might have some extra time, maybe during quiet time your kids are reading a specific book, or maybe you just want to do it together as a family. And then the last point I want to make in this video is to make sure that you're focusing on family memories. The holidays can be stressful and they can be a lot, I get that, but make sure that you are allowing time for your family to make memories together, start traditions together, whatever it is. Just make it special and build those relationships together.